quick what we're going to do. So I want us to go to, let's go to, all right, let me share my screen so you all can see. For those of us that have never used ChatGPT, don't stress, it's not a big deal. So just come here, go to OpenAI, and but for you to use the tool I want to use, you have to use the premium version, the GPT-4. Typically in our community, I always recommend we can actually, for the purpose of to play around it and learn the tool, I recommend at least play around for like a month. Just pay $20 for 1 month to kind of play around it. I'll recommend 2 months to just invest to play around some of these tools. Honestly, to be worthwhile. So let me show you one of the tools that I love a lot. It's called analysis. So you just come here. I hope I'm sharing my screen. All right. So under ChatGPT, make sure it's under ChatGPT. This is the ChatGPT team. There are many tools out there. We'll use this tool called data analyst. Can we all type it? If you are seeing it, data analyst tool. Data analyst. Can we type it and just, I want to make sure we get it. Analyst. Can we all type that if you don't mind, please? That's the tool I want you to use. Data analyst tool. Data analyst. Yep, that's the tool. All right. Now, click on it. Okay. We just click on it. So once you click on it, you see this file, this information here. Okay. The file I sent to you, go pick it up. Once you pick it up, ladies and gentlemen, it has become a tool you can analyze. All right. So, for example, I'll just go pick it up and say, in that tool, for example, I'll just go and say, let's say, you could say, because the tool is already, let me quickly pick it up on, so make sure you put that information there. Let me open it on my side also. All right. So, you know what? Let me share my whole screen so that you all can have access to this actually. I'm going to share my whole screen so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let's share everything. Okay. So what I want us to do is go to this is our tool, right? And this is the document I shared with us. So for example, let's start with the first one. I'm going to ask it to go to, it already has access to our document. I'll just say, for example, analyze security incidents. I'll just give you this topic, analyze a security incident, provide. I'll just keep it simple. All right. So I'm asking you to look at that document, analyze that section on security incidents, and provide any known pattern. Now look at what this thing is doing for us. It's breaking it down and saying, okay, there are 2 incidents involving insider threat. There are malware, multiple. So the beautiful thing here is that this thing is summarizing it for us and giving us some context around it. All I did was uploaded that data. Now I can prompt it to do analysis of that data. So imagine me having a comprehensive report and I'm asking it to just go in and analyze the data, analyze the pattern, check the context around it, and just give us some historic information around it. It's crazy stuff. What do you all think about that? Let me pause first. What do you all think? Yeah, Joseph said that's mind-blowing, scary, and crazy. Now that's one. Oh, okay, that's one. Let's look at another one of our other files. Policy change, yes, it has highlighted that one. That one is easy for me. Let's go to this security incident containment. I can ask you to look at the security incident containment recommendation and give me a pattern. I can ask you to identify any pattern. Let's say, okay, I can say, I can ask it to give me a pattern. Review I'm just saying, give me the pattern, analyze it and give me the pattern, analyze, and I provide some of the patterns and best ways to mitigate the issues. You can see it's telling me, okay, high priority and critical impact, major incident include this, that's the pattern, best ways to mitigate issues around the pattern. So it's giving me, it's looking at the data I provided and it's just analyzing that data for us to give us the pattern around it. So I'm not even doing anything besides saying, okay, look at this data, analyze the pattern, tell me what's going on, just, keep it easy for me. The same document is all I'm using. So let's look at another one. Employee training and compliance review. I can ask this one to say, provide a, I can ask it to tell me, based on this, tell me a recommended way to increase completion rate. Okay. I can take this and say, okay, review and suggest best ways to increase rate based on the data. I said, based on the data provided, give me some best ways to increase compliance rates, based on the same data provided. All right. So it's giving some ideas on things we can do based on that same data, you know. It's picking it from that same source of materials we have, right? Which I think is just amazing. Let's look at another data point here. All right, I want us the last two. Put some context around vendor risk assessment report and mapping cybersecurity frame, mapping vulnerability, and just, let's see what you guys can come up with. So I'll make you work as